Hi, hello students. Welcome back to our channel. This is Bhaskar Bora. We are discussing 9th chapter tangents and secants to a circle from 10th class mathematics. As in the part of this chapter, in our previous video, we discussed about the concept of finding the area of segment of a circle. Do you remember that? What is the concept that we are going to use to find the area of a segment of a circle? Very good. To find the area of a segment of a circle, first we need to find the area of a sector in which the required segment is a part. And then after, we need to find the area of a triangle which is also part of a sector. Then, we need to subtract the area of the triangle from the area of sector so that we can get the area of required segment. So this is the concept that we are going to use in finding the area of segment of a circle. Let us understand this concept by taking one example. So let us take one example from the textbook. It is given as find the area of the segment AYB as shown in the adjacent figure. Given that the radius of the circle is 21 centimeter and angle AOB 120 degrees. And it is also given that we need to use the pi value as 22/7 and square root 3 equals to 1.732. So this is the given problem. And here we need to find the area of the segment AYB. Let us write the given information first. What is the information that we have in this problem? We were given by the radius of the circle, that is OA and OB are equals to 21 centimeters, and it is also given that angle AOB equals to 120 degrees. Using this information, we need to find the area of the segment of the circle AYB. So for this, first what we have to do? Very good. First we need to find the area of the sector which consists the required segment as a part. So now let us see in this figure which sector do we need to take. Very good. We need to take sector OAYB, since this sector OAYB consists the required segment as a part. So first we need to find the area of sector OAYB. So what is the formula for finding the area of sector? Okay, area of the sector is equals to x degrees by 360 degrees into pi r square. So in this we need to know the sector angle, that is x degrees, and also we need to know the sector radius of the sector, that is r. So now what is the sector angle here? So it is nothing but angle AOB is the sector angle and it is given as 120 degrees. So here x equals to 120 degrees and the radius of the circle is also the radius of the sector and it is given as 21 centimeters. So in the place of x we need to substitute 120 degrees and in the place of r we need to substitute 21 centimeters. So by substituting the corresponding values in the formula, we get 120 degrees by 360 degrees into pi value is 22/7. So 120 degrees by 360 degrees into 22/7 into r value is 21. So by substituting we get 21 square. Now we can write 120 degrees by 360 degrees into 22/7 into 21 square can be written as 21 into 21. Now if we simplify this, here we can cancel 120 and 360. 121s are 120 and 123s are 360 degree. 123s are 360. Now if in 3 table we can also cancel 3 1s are 3 and 3 7s are 21. And further we can cancel 7 1s are 7 and 7 1s are 7. Now we get 22 into 21. So by multiplying them we get 462 centimeters square. So the area of the sector OAYB is 462 centimeters square. So we find the area of the sector OAYB. Now next what we have to find? Very good. We have to find the area of the triangle OAB, which is also a part of the sector OAYB. So to find the area of the triangle OAB, let us take this triangle. So to find the area of this triangle OAB, we need to know the base and its corresponding height. So here we have OA and OB whose lengths are 21 centimeters, and we have angle AOB equals to 120 degrees. So using this angle 120 degrees and one of the side, either OA or OB, we can find the length of AB and its corresponding height also. So let us see how to do this. So for this, first we need to draw a perpendicular line from the vertex O to the side AB. So let us draw a perpendicular line from point O to the side AB, which meets side AB at a point, name it as C. Now OC is perpendicular to AB. Now this OC, the perpendicular line OC, will exactly meet the side AB at its midpoint. Since we know that the vertex O of the triangle OAB is actually the center of the circle, and the side AB is actually the chord of the circle. And we know that in our 9th class we learned that the perpendicular drawn from the center of a circle to a chord will bisect the chord. So that means the point C is the midpoint of side AB. Therefore we can write AC equals to length of AC equals to length of CB. And it is also known that this perpendicular line will bisect the angle AOB. So that means the perpendicular line OC cuts the angle AOB into two equal angles. So that we get angle AOC equals to angle BOC equals to half of angle AOB. And angle OB is given as 120 degrees and its half is 60 degrees. Therefore we get angle AOC is equals to 60 degrees. And angle BOC is also 60 degrees. Now to find the OC is the height of this triangle OAB. So we need to find the length of OC also, and also we need to find the length of AB. So if we find length of AB and length of OC, then we can able to find the area of the triangle OAB, since AB is the base and OC is the corresponding height. So let us first find out the height, that is perpendicular line OC. So to find this, let us take triangle AOC. Let us take right triangle AOC, in which angle AOC is 60 degrees and length of OA is 21 degrees. Now in this triangle we need to find OC. So how can we find the length of OC? Here in this triangle we have one angle and length of one side. So when we know one angle and length of one side in a right angle triangle, to find the lengths of remaining sides or angles we use trigonometric ratios. So using trigonometric ratios we can find here the remaining sides. So to find OC, let us use trigonometric ratios. Which trigonometric ratio is suitable in finding the length of OC? So here for the given angle 60 degrees, the required side OC is adjacent side and the given side OA is hypotenuse. So here we have hypotenuse, which is 21 centimeter, and we need to find the adjacent side for the given angle 60 degrees. So we need to use the ratio between adjacent side to hypotenuse, which is nothing but cos ratio. So we have to take cos trigonometric ratio here. So let us take cos trigonometric ratio. Cos 60 degrees equals to adjacent side to 60 degrees by hypotenuse, and here adjacent side to 60 degrees is OC. Adjacent side is OC by, and hypotenuse is OA. So we get cos 60 degrees is equal to OC by OA. So let us write the corresponding values in this equation. Cos 60 degrees, we know that it is 1 by 2. 1 by 2 equals to OC. We need to find it. So write it OC as it is. And the hypotenuse OA equals to 21 centimeters. So we get 1 by 2 equals to OC by 21. Now on simplifying this equation means if we transpose 21 to left hand side, we get OC equals to 21 by 2 centimeter. So therefore the length of the height of the triangle OAB, that is OC, equals to 21 by 2 centimeters. Now using the same triangle we can find the remaining side, that is AC. So now AC is the opposite side for the given angle 60 degrees, and the given side OA is the hypotenuse. Now which ratio we can use to find the length of AC? So we need to take the ratio between opposite side to hypotenuse, which is called as sine trigonometric ratio. So we need to take sine trigonometric ratio here to find the length of AC. So let us use sine trigonometric ratio by taking sine 60 degrees. Sine 60 degrees equals to opposite side to 60 degrees by hypotenuse, and which the opposite side is AC and the hypotenuse OA. So we get sine 60 degrees equals to AC by OA, and here sine 60 degrees equals to, we know that, root 3 by 2, and root 3 by 2 equals to AC by OA. OA value is 21 centimeters, so we get AC by 21. Now transpose 21 to left side, we get 21 into root 3 by 2 equals to AC. So the length of AC equals to 21 into root 3 by 2 centimeters. But here we need to find the length of AB, but we get the length of AC, and we know that AC is the half of the length of AB, since C is the midpoint. So if we double the length of AC, we get the length of AB. So we can write AB equals to 2 times of AC. So by substituting AC value, we get AB equals to 2 into 21 into root 3 by 2. Here 2 can be cancelled. So by cancelling 2 and 2, we get AB equals to 21 into root 3 centimeters. Now we have the length of AB, and also we have the corresponding height of AB, that is OC, equals to 21 by 2 centimeters. Now we can find the area of the triangle OAB. So let us write area of the triangle OAB. Area of the triangle OAB equals to half into base into height. Here we are considering AB as the base, and its corresponding height is OC. So half into AB into OC, and substituting their values, we get half into AB value is 21 into root 3 into OC value is 21 by 2. So here if you multiply 21 and 21, we get 441, and root 3 is there. So 441 into root 3 we have in numerator, and in the denominators we have 2 and 2. So by multiplying them we get 4. So what we get? 441 into root 3 by 4, which is the area of the triangle OAB. So area of the triangle OAB is 441 into root 3 by 4 centimeters square. Now we have area of the triangle, and also we have the area of the sector. Now we need to find the area of the segment AYB. So right, area of the segment AYB equals to, what we have to do? We need to subtract the area of triangle OAB from the area of the sector OAYB. So area of the sector OAYB minus area of the triangle OAB. So let's substitute their values. What is the area of the sector OAYB? So it is 462 centimeters square. 462 minus area of the triangle 441 into root 3 by 4. Now in these two terms 21 is common. So let us take 21 as common out. So by taking it out, we get 21 into 22 minus 21 into root 3 by 4. Here we taken out 21 as common. Now let us simplify the values in the bracket. Here in the first term we have 22, which has the denominator 1, and the second term has the denominator 4. So by taking their LCM, the LCM is 4. So 4 22s are 88. So what we get? 21 into, in bracket, 88 minus 21 into root 3 by 4. Now root 3 value is given as 1.732. So let us multiply 21 with 1.732. So we get their product as 36.372. So now what we have? 21 into, in bracket, 88 minus 36.372 by 4. So by subtracting 36.372 from 88, we get 51.628, and by 4. By cancelling 51.628 by 4, we get 12.907. So altogether we have 21 into 12.907. So by multiplying them, we get 271 centimeters square. Therefore, the area of the required segment is 271 centimeters square. So like this, we find the area of the required segment using the given information, that is radius of the circle and the angle that is made by the segment at the center. So it is enough for today, and we will meet in our next video with another problem. Till then, bye. Thank you.